Hey guys, I'm alive! I am so sorry for the lack of uploads in the past couple of weeks. Our upload speed was atrocious, and then we had to move. And then when we moved to our new place, it was like, yeah, you're not gonna have Wi Fi for a week. And I was like, no. But I'm back, and our upload speed is great here. Hopefully, I will have finished Flowey Part 2 by next week. I'm a week late, but 5 years! Happy anniversary to Undertale! I still haven't listened to the big orchestra playing the entire OST, but I'm really excited to. I heard a bit of Death by Glamour and it was bomb, as the kids say. I'm really curious to hear how they did Your Best Nightmare, since that's such a chaotic piece, and Finale, because that's one of my favorite songs on the soundtrack. I listen to Finale with the epic part on loop all the time because it's amazing. Although I have no way to pick a favorite song. I'll say my top 5 in no particular order are Your Best Nightmare, Finale, Death by Glamour, Dummy, and Megalovania. Because like I said, I'm basic, I told you that in the last video. I'm a sucker for leitmotifs. If you don't know what those are basically short melodies that represent a character or a theme in a story. Think Your Best Friend, which is short but appears in other songs like Hopes and Dreams because it's associated with Flowey. And of course, Finale is just a really awesome remix of Your Best Friend. I love those, I eat them up. It's part of why I love Your Best Nightmare, which I would totally be playing underneath the audio of me talking if it weren't so insane. I always love hearing people's favorite songs from Undertale, so please put yours in the comments. The whole OST is so good, I just love hearing people's opinions. And the alarm clock dialogue. You should go read it if you haven't, after watching this video, because it's really fun. I did some doodles of Flowey with his little ribbon on because that was way more adorable than Flowey has any right to be. He dismissed the question of who gave it to him, but knowing him, my guess is Papyrus. Unless there's someone else who's more likely, but it has to be Papyrus, right? I can't think of anyone else. Speaking of Flowey, the horrifying nightmare creature I'm drawing needs no introduction unless you haven't played the game. 'Tis the Lovecraftian eldritch abomination known as Omega Flowey, or Photoshop Flowey. I decided to make a computer wallpaper of him because why not? Procreate, the app I use to draw all of my art, I highly recommend it if you want to do art on an iPad. Added a few new features that I thought would work great for drawing a picture of this nightmare fuel incarnate. The little square thing with Omega Flowey on my screen during the sketching and coloring portions is a reference companion feature they added so you can keep a reference on your screen as you draw, which was awesome because Omega Flowey's design is Omega Flowey. It's so chaotic that I could not draw it from memory. And they also added a glitch effect, which I immediately wanted to try out, so Omega Flowey. Flowey's a great character in general, and Omega Flowey's fight is one of my very favorite moments in the game, so I was excited to draw him even though I knew it would be crazy. By far the thing that gives me the most trouble is the way those metal wires, or pipes, are tangled up with what I can only assume are human organs, or organs of some kind. Since I'm not even sure what those organs are, intestines maybe? I have a really hard time figuring out how they intertwine with the metal wires. The rest, surprisingly, is not so bad. I think it's just so bizarre that it doesn't really need to maintain a consistent design to look okay. As I was told in art school, humans know how humans should look more than we realize. Even non-artists can notice when human and even animal proportions don't seem right, even if we can't always detect what precisely is wrong, because we look at people every day. But this is a horrifying amalgamation of artificial and organic matter that doesn't exist in real life, so that doesn't really apply here. Seeing this guy for the first time, I'm pretty sure everyone thinks, well, I'm gonna have nightmares tonight, thanks Toby Fox. I don't watch a ton of Let's Plays for most games, but Undertale is a huge exception, and Omega Flowey is one of the parts I always want to see. Partly because he himself is incredibly jarring, but also because that's when any subtlety Undertale had in breaking the fourth wall just vanishes. Somehow I didn't know Undertale broke the fourth wall at all, even after 5 years, so when Flowey absorbed the 6 human souls and then my game crashed, I was like, oh no, what have I gotten myself into? But I was really happy, even though I was scared to death. Speaking of scary stuff, October is coming! Spoopy time approaches. I'll consider this Omega Flowey drawing to be my first drawing of the Halloween season. I'm planning to draw probably Zim one week because of the Halloweenies. and probably definitely our boy Grimm from Hollow Knight, because I friggin' love Hollow Knight. I'm also going to post some original content because I love doing fan art, but I have my own stories I'd like to share. Still doing plenty of fan art though. I actually resized this wallpaper for different sizes of monitors, so if you want to use this image as your wallpaper, the links to the images are in the description with their size listed. I'm hoping of doing more wallpapers for phones and laptops, and social media icons as well. If you have not subscribed, subscribe, or Omega Fly will get you or something, I don't know. Ooh. Thanks for the 600 subscribers, by the way, holy crap. While I was drawing this, someone in the comments of one of my videos was like, hey, you have 666 subs, and my first thought was just, why do I hear boss music? And hit the notification bell because YouTube's algorithm is really weird, and some of my videos may not show up in your subscription feed otherwise. Thanks, YouTube. Give this video the old thumbs up too, and be sure to follow me on Instagram @_Swarple. I posted my Flowey doodles on there. Anyway, I hope you guys have an awesome day, and I'll actually see you all next week this time. Later!